welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, Evis? How you doing? It is a wonderful day in the state of Florida. I really am so sorry you're not here in the state of Florida. But whatever the case may be, I know stay inside. Hot cocoa, marshmallows, and a warm fire is recommended. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. We have an amazing guest. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so I have somebody that was here before that's back now. I just excited. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for the Tampa Bay Fury. Welcome to the show, Mr. Spivey. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Mr. Spivey's in the building, or just Dre. A lot of people say Dre. It don't matter, man.
Oh, okay.
It's a caveat on it. I gotta agree with you on Florida, right? I gotta agree. Best weather. I see 32, 35, and 25s everywhere. I can't do it. Glad to be here. Thank you for welcoming me to the show.
No problem, no problem. So you've been on the show before, and it's all about the Tampa Bay Fury. Tell me about what's going on now with them.
Wow. So the past two seasons, we've had some amazingness, point blank period. I mean, that's hard to really even explain. Essentially, when we first started, we didn't know what to expect. Just like the other basketball team now, we kind of expect to start these things slowly and let them build. But the Tampa Bay Fury came out immediately performing very well, winning. So it was kind of like, oh, okay, that's one game. Oh, that's two.
Hey.
Okay. All right. That's playoffs. Oh, okay. Championship now. Okay. I guess we're here. This thing must be real. So we're kind of hoping to repeat the same thing. Now we've expanded the team. Got an additional more talented players, a larger fan base, improved website. And we're just kind of enjoying the flow of things. And so far this season, we're undefeated, 8-0. Everybody keeps coming down to Tampa thinking they're going to do something about it. We're going to see. Nobody done nothing about it yet.
I hear you. Hey, talk is cheap, baby. Bring the game. Bring the
Come
game.
To Tampa Bay, you better make it happen.
I'm so happy for you. When you went into this adventure of being with the Tampa Bay Fury and then the co-owner, am I correct?
Co-owner, yeah. Other owners are Jocelyn Spivey and Tavares Davis, who's also coaching. Jocelyn's doing a lot of most of the day-to-day operations type stuff. So it's a good team.
Wow. Awesome. When you thought about doing this, what was the rationalization going on in your head? Because I know it's like, okay, so when I'm getting ready to call somebody important or getting ready to do something I've never done before or jump into a new adventure or a business venture, my head goes on fire. It's like, don't do that. Don't call this person. You're not up on that level. You can't do this. No, you can do this. You can do. So I'm all over the place. What was it like for you?
Very similar. I mean, we're in a city where people expect you to win right now. So the energy was like, well, what if I do it? And then we're not performing the way the Bucks are, or the Lightning, or the Rowdies, or the Rays. And then you kind of get one shot at it in the beginning here because people want you to win, or they kind of turn their eyes away from it. Yeah. And it was kind of the community of basketball. Do the right coaches, players, and owners know me? Do the right business people know me in order to get sponsorships and ad sales? And kind of go, I'm not Jeff Vinnick. I don't own the Lightning. Who's going to pay attention to me? But from what I've learned is you make the call and you see what happens. You shoot that shot. You try to get that bucket. It's either going to go in or it isn't. If you shoot enough of them, one of them going to go.
What was your biggest learning experience so far? I mean, jumping into this, being the co-owner of a basketball team. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, so I'm looking at a basketball team. It doesn't really matter who they are. To me, that's like big time, regardless whether you're beginning or you're not. I mean, it's a team effort. It's a lot of different players in there. So what was your biggest learning experience so far with the team?
It's a couple of them, but I would say the personalities, right? With winning comes personalities, so you have to accept those personalities. Like you're gonna have A-type players and A-type personalities on winning teams, and that can be complicated to deal with when you're dealing with great coaches, right? So you have coaches with different personalities. They're A-type, they're talented, and you have these players. Everybody clashes no matter where you work at. Yeah. But to see them put it together, they put the clashing together into competition is interesting, because I watch them and I go, oh man, this looks like it's going to be rough. This looks like they're not going to get along, but they end up getting along and putting together. It's a part of the process, seeing them clash. It's a part of the competitiveness. So just kind of learning to kind of let them go through those paces of storming, norming, and then, performing at a high level after they get through the storms and they get normal with each other. I learned to kind of watch that, not to react to everything. Like, okay, they'll be all right. They're upset with each other now, but they're doing it so they can click and make something better. Just letting that be is what I've learned. That's a huge lesson, because we often have the tendency to want to stop the conflicts, but I've learned that a lot of time the conflicts are needed in order to smooth things out.
I hear that. We need conflicts, guys. Smoothing things out. We're just smoothing things out here. Okay. That's amazing. I love that. Now, the biggest thing I want to know is any regrets?
Not really. I mean, I was gonna say one, but there was I feel like I could have been a little bit aggressive towards teams moving within the market and playing more local teams, because there's a lot of teams in Florida that kind of wanted to play here against us, but we didn't necessarily play all of them. So we might have considered doing that. I wouldn't say it's a regret, right? Because the way the ABA works is we see a lot of teams that kind of control their schedule in a way that makes them look good. So they'll play teams that are less competitive, and then they'll go 8-0. Well, we won't do that. We'll play the most competitive teams that we can find across the entire league, which is made up of 160 teams, because we want the schedule to be tough early on.
Right.
The problem with that is your players are not, whereas other teams, players are allowed to kind of skate. They're kind of skating through games and winning by 40 and 50 consistently, because they're politicking their schedule, as we call it, kind of afraid of tough competition. But every weekend for us becomes a big time game because we don't play chumps. There was a point where I regretted that. I was like, man, we could have some easy games too. But at the same time, it's making us better in the long run once we get towards the playoffs and on the championship race. I mean, we can't get better if we're not playing great competition. So I wouldn't say I regret it, but there could have been a few weeks where we didn't have so many nail biters.
I hear you. What are the plans in the future for the team, and what do you guys have coming up?
Plans for the future is that we want to expand into some music and into some shows, throwing on concerts, things like that for the community, mostly stuff that involves charity type events and fundraising events for different groups. As a matter of fact, for the past season, we've been doing a comedy show at a Snappers Bar and Grill.
Nice.
Paying comedians to come out and do their thing, so that the community gets to laugh a bit. Everybody gets to eat some nice food. So I would say it's similar to something, let's say, like Shaq's comedy jam, things like that other basketball players are doing, or like Diddy was doing. We want to continue to expand into that arena. I kind of copied that model off the Golden State Warriors playbook. They don't just do basketball; they're adding full entertainment. So if we could do that, have our own venue, rather than renting out the gym that we're at and the spots that we're at, that would be big. That would be huge. That's the plans.
That is nice. Yes, we're going to have to talk a little bit later on. I got some connects.
We have a show coming up. Matter of fact, January 20th at
what?
Comedy show. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, we need to talk a minute. After the show, don't go anywhere. Real quick, 5 minutes. But gotcha. I wanted to thank you so much for being on the show. Where can people find the schedule for the Tampa Bay Fury?
Just about everywhere. Make sure you're following us on TikTok. It's at Tampa Bay Fury, at 813 Fury on Instagram, Facebook, and www.813FuryNation.com is where you find all the main information. Everything is on there. See player profiles, all that stuff that people love.
Awesome. Well, I have to go, guys, because I have to make some connections, because we have to get this guy in the know. Okay, I got a lot of things I got to tell him, so I got to go. But you guys don't forget to dare to be different. Follow on TikTok and all the other platforms. We're going to have all that information in the description box below so that you can go ahead and follow our Tampa Bay Fury. Yes, do it today, guys. Do it today. Until next time, don't forget to dare to be different. Bye.
I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare.